Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3. Last time around we had the first battle of our invasion of Finland. Now it's gonna have the second one, hopefully the last one, as we finish off the Swedes in Finland. There might be, I guess this army might survive if that's not dragged in. But we should have Finland under control after that, and then we can move our army down towards St. Petersburg. Hopefully I can take it this time around and the game won't crash for some unforeseen reason. I'm not entirely sure what's so special about St. Petersburg that I cannot take that. I went ahead and I out-resolved this battle over here, and I moved my armies back. We had the Russian army right here, so I out-resolved that just to sort of save time. The Polish army took a heavy hit in that battle, and we can see quite a few Polish troops have very few men. Still, the regiments are intact, even though few of them have as few as 21 men. And then I moved them back to Königsberg to just get that good replenishment rate. We've got this battle still. We're expecting a lot of enemy armies as well hiding behind here. So Lan will do the attack over there. Once that's done, we'll free up armies, one or a few maybe, to come down here and aid in finally subduing the Ottomans. And then the rest of them will continue on through here, and it seems like a lot of it's just open country for us. Most of the Russian armies are concentrated around here. They seem to be gathering up some forces over in the capital. But hopefully, the thing is, as we destroy Russian armies, they seem to be making new ones just as quickly. And they have a lot of good troops. We have seen the power of the Russian heavy cavalry, which is very good. Plus the Russian soldiers, they just have a lot of them. So they're always a bit hard to fight, and they like to charge. So we gotta keep that in mind. Anyways, back into Finland, and let's conduct the final battle here. So we're not even. It's an even fight according to this. The Swedes have about 6,700 men, while I have 2,000. To my upside though, I have a lot of these young guard troops, which you can count as elite troops. And their accuracy is about 24, while the Swedes at best have about 19. Two Jaeger companies there though, we need to keep an eye on those. And the Southern Lux Jaegers, gotta keep an eye on those. We also have cannons, which the Swedes don't. And I've got my 2 units of heavy cavalry, which also helps out. But yeah, let's go ahead and go against Topelius once more. Damn you, Topelius! Damn you and your damned Swedes. Actually, a lot of these troops, I imagine, are Finnish. There's two Swedish, but there's a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Finnish units, and then we can expect the militia to also be Finnish, raised here. But there's a few Swedish companies in among all of it. I imagine that the cavalry is Swedish as well. Anyways, let's go ahead and start this battle. The Battle of Åbo in 1808. We've got 3 Swedish generals defending. Topelius, Nilsen, and Ekström against François Joseph Levray, which will conduct the battle. Most likely, we'll go for a defensive start, and then we'll see about advancing. Quite a nice. I like the layout of this map. Finland seems to be very flat because there seems to be not a single feature on this map at all. which is good ground for cavalry. And I like how this town is drawn up, and they've got a nice big church in the center. Some houses you can occupy as well. Very nice. Not entirely sure why it took so long for the town to render. Well, the cannons won't be very useful inside the town, so we're gonna place them out here, and there's not a lot of trees in the way either, so that's good. Which means the cannons will have pretty much free reign. The skirmishers, where I'm gonna put them? I think we're gonna put them out here, supported by the heavy cavalry. Then we've got the main line, which is just gonna be made up of all these troops in one long line. Ah, it fit perfectly and it didn't overlap into the cannons. A few of these units, since we're going for, yes, the general, he lost quite a lot since he fought the enemy troops last time around, or the enemy general, he fought off Topelius. Topelius somehow survived though, even though he probably lost quite a lot of men out of his group. A few of these young guards have suffered a lot, so we got that one of 87, 98, and we got a few of the Fusiliers as well, one with 80 and one 95. Once we're able to break the advantage the Swedes have in numbers, will be we won't be pushing those forwards. We'll see as well. Boom! Right into the general staff right off. Since it's the unit that is visible at the start. We've got the enemy turning up in our flank. It's the 7 Lux Jaegers, and we've got a militia regiment coming in, so we need to make sure that we're prepared for that. So I'm gonna turn the line from there on the road there, and we're gonna turn them like this. Okay, so I'm gonna move. Let's see. That one of 87, I'm gonna move them out of there and move them back towards the cannons instead. 2 enemy units that come in close. Switch to canister and open fire, so that the sizable companies will hold through here, and we'll have that one draw out all the way into the forest. What we can do is we can actually have you right there. Hopefully that will be not too great of a task for you. Right, the canister is ripping in to the Swedish line. I'm gonna hold off the Voltigeurs, tell them not to fire, and then hopefully as the Swedes come closer, we're gonna deliver a decisive volley. Okay, they are within range now. The 17th Militia Regiment is within range. Canister still ripping through them. Still though, the militias, there's a lot in each regiment. They're about to open fire, I believe. And they're probably not going to advance any closer. So we're going to open fire. The militia regiment runs. The light horse, the hussars, going to march into the fire and they're going to die. A lot of fire going down towards the 14th. So the general is just going to move away, just so that he does not get absolutely slaughtered. I'm going to target that unit with canister. And then we're going to target this one right there. Right, the hussars are gone. Over here. What's this? The general has moved into the flank. This unit is a bit outflanked, so both of these will turn to face that one. These guys are marching straight towards that. They're gonna come at the edge with the small ones. We're gonna keep an eye on that. Another unit It's light dragoons moving up. But it's a small unit, so they'll probably be broken before they reach our lines. And they're supported by a small unit of militiamen, which are also being pushed back. The canister is pushing the enemy back. I'm gonna tell them to hold fire and then fire at will to find their own targets. The militia is falling back. The Swedes are not really mobilizing their superior numbers and attacking us that way, which probably would have been a lot more useful. Might this be Topelius moving around out here? His unit had already suffered quite a lot of casualties. The young guard stationed in the forest should have an easier time fighting these men. The Savonlax Jaegers, though, I think they have quite high fire rate and pretty good accuracy for being a non-elite unit. It's a light Jaeger unit. They don't carry rifles, though. They have muskets. They are firing upon this unit. And we can see they've taken quite a few men out of the flank there. So what we could do is we could move these two like this. Hopefully drag... Oh, okay, he retreated. Hopefully dragging those guys with us. Okay, we're gonna be... Okay, which one of these has the most men? 141. This one is gonna move up. Deal with them. This one is gonna move like that and deal with that one over there. Let's see, canister continues to fly through. And the line is holding. Not too many casualties so far. And the militias are running. We forced the Swedish away over here. Let's move this one quickly over here, fighting the 5th Regiment of Militia. And they're gone. Question is, I should move into town. There are a few houses here. These houses, which have a lot of firing holes, are good. These ones, not so much. There's a house just over there. A lot of the reinforcements are coming that way. And I don't think we're gonna have anything more coming this way. Pretty soon. We'll keep bombarding the enemy, but quite soon, you know what? We'll have one of the batteries limber up, and also I think it's time we moved the skirmishers and the heavy cavalry. A lot of the main force have been defeated, and so watch out so you don't shoot our own men. You know what? It's best to unlimb both. And then we might want to be a bit more active here and move out to fight the enemy and send these guys. Make sure that all the enemies out here are gone, and then we can focus on the ones coming through there. Alright, the cannons are limbered. Send them over there towards the road. Send them over to the road. What do we have? Jaegers! This is gonna be nasty. So I think the Jaegers should come both at the same time, shouldn't they? Let's get the cavalry as quick as possible over there. Fighting is raging along the line here, but the Swedes are losing. General staff coming around. We're gonna form square. Not that it's really needed, but They might, just as they form into square, they might retarget and shoot the general to get him out of there. Right now, I think we can keep this unit here because the rifles, they seem to be targeting the officer. They managed to get the flag and the trumpeter. You would want some light cavalry to strike them, but we don't have any. So we're gonna have to use our heavy cavalry and send them around. Okay, so a lot of the Swedish force there, a lot of it, all of it, has been defeated, more or less. This unit is the only one that remains. Gonna refocus our defense, so the cannon's gonna be placed right over there. We're gonna wait until the final approach. Ooh, we lost a lot there at the end because these guys actually have rifles. But once we get into close quarters, they are gone for. But we cannot continue. The Swedes have prepared by making 2 squares. Just make sure that we kill as many of those rifles as possible. They do not turn back. We've got a little Finnish unit right over there. We can continue into that one and then turn back through town. The French heavy cavalry continues into the little we got the other Jaeger company right there. Cannons are on the way. Time to reform the line. Everyone with 100 or more in its unit is going to form the line. Then, because we've got the Jaegers up there, we're going to have these 2 move up. Let's go ahead and check how the heavy cavalry is doing. They have defeated their enemy, but now they need to fall back. So fall back through town. They're pretty much spent at this point. They're only going to be part in mopping up operations after this. But we managed to get one of the Jaeger units. Look at these huge square of Swedish soldiers. Or Swedish/Finnish soldiers. Oh, there they go. But there's almost 400 men in one of these. Right, you don't have to run anymore. Gotta keep an eye on those rifles. I'm hoping they go on this side rather than go through town. If they go through town, that's gonna actually just benefit us, I think. We'll have these smaller units go and get behind that house. Then we've got the cannons are about ready. So we're gonna have these 3 strung out along here, protecting against the town. And then we're gonna have these 3 strung out along there. And then the Jaegers, or the Chasseurs, Voltigeurs I mean. It's Voltigeurs Young Guard Battalion, which I believe is the one you can get down in Marseille. I think it's Marseille. Right, the Swedish are coming out of town. We're gonna have the heavier cavalry unit. No, we're gonna have the smaller one stationed over there. We're gonna have the heavier one, or the one with more troops over there. General is gonna set up right there. This cannon is ready. And so deploy your guns. And this one's ready. Deploy your guns. We started to fire towards the town, and the town started firing back towards us. We've got a lot of Swedish troops over here. It's militia though. I want to keep an eye out for that rifle because they can do a lot of damage. So I want to make sure. What I can do is I can take some of these smaller units and actually occupy this house. I think we're going to take the normal line infantry. and have 2 units of those, and then the young guard is gonna move. We got a smaller Swedish company coming up there. Oh, it actually there's a room for another 10 men, so we perfectly fit the men inside the house. Let's get the young guard firing across at the Swedes, getting them in the flank, and then we can see about actually taking this house. The Voltigeurs doing good work over here. We got an interesting formation here by the Swedes. A lot of troops coming this way. Right now we're spraying canister towards this direction, but we probably should be spraying it this way. Oh, there they are, the Jaeger company. Charge them before they get anywhere and get the cavalry in there. The 13 foot guards charge in. We're gonna make sure that the cavalry does not come in on an angle that will kill our own. Looks like the foot guards can handle it on their own, although they were outnumbered quite a bit. The cavalry make sure that the Swedes do not come back. This unit's gonna be stationed behind the house to make sure that it's sort of shielded from fire. You're supposed to chase them down, not run about. Okay, the Swedes have pushed back behind the house. A lot of these guys are going towards there. You know what? At this range, we're gonna use a round shot. The Voltigeurs can take a lot of fires. We're gonna keep them there. It seems that we're not really able to chase them down, but they lost half the unit, so hopefully they don't turn back up. The cavalry will fall back. I want to see if I can get into this house, but there's a lot... No, actually, there's a lot too many Swedes coming in. We could gain ground here, I believe. So we're going to. We're going to move like this. This unit is going to move up there. This one is then going to fill out the spot in between there. And this one can increase the amount of muskets it can put up against the enemy. This one of 89 is going to move towards this. And this one on 77 is going to move to this. So hopefully get out into this location. Yes, right down here. And be able to move down that way. The rifles are back. I'm going to fire at the house though, I hope. And not this unit, which is behind here. A round shot is flying through here. The Voltigeurs are able to hold off this on their own, more or less. You know what? We're gonna have these guys move to the side here. Is the enemy... I think that's a bug. The enemy was just moving around the house. Which house was it? Was it really that one? I think it was just moving around the house rather than actually moving into the house. We've got a large Swedish group coming through here. Two regiments. So there will be about 700 men coming through there. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Probably have a cannon to focus on those units. This area, they've taken a heavy amount of casualties over there. You know what? We're gonna focus on this. We're gonna focus on this area. If you looked closely there, you can see that this cannon crew just shot a guy away. Oh, he actually survived. I'm not entirely sure. It seems as though the Swedes would maybe try to take the house. both of these probably have to fall back a bit, both these units. This one has to compensate by falling back a bit. We have cannon shot flying through this way. Oh yes, I forgot you. You have to fall back as well. And then you two have to fall back as well. And then the cannons need to get canister going straight towards the middle. Oh crap, they're charging. Boom! We got one shot off there. Come on, I need more shots. I need more shots going in there. Boom! No! It's not enough. Oh, the general got stuck. Get the general out of there. Oh, the Swedes broke. Just as they got onto the line there. Lot of Swedes fighting over there now. Cannon crew, get back on those guns. Yes, fire, fire, fire. Get that canister going. Go ahead and slow it down here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna inspire these guys. Cannon crew, come on, get those canisters going. Maybe I should inspire this one. Loading, loading, come on. These guys, they just fired, I think. We got 300 men coming in. This one, once again, is under attack. These guys are gonna hold because I inspired them. On this side is more or less gone, so we can send up the cavalry there once that's done. The Swedes are going in. Boom! Canister. Ooh, just see how the canister flies through. And then the boom! Unfortunately, the cannon crew there broke, but you can see the Swedes are just breaking. We're gonna make sure that they do not come back. Cannons, hold! Hold your fire. Cavalry, move in. Get in there with your bayonets. Get your bayonets stuck in there. Make sure that they do not have time to recover their loss. The Swedish militia is running all away. They're trying to hold the town, but they do not have the numbers or the capability to fight us, and so we're pushing them away. And a lot of them lying dead on the ground. Pushing through the town now. This one's trying to recover. Get the cavalry over there. Get them before they recover. And then all this infantry is going to continue that way as well. Someone's still firing from the house. That's where fire coming down from. A lot of them got stuck here and got stuck with bayonets. We got the 19th coming in, fighting here. Luckily the cavalry just turned up and we're able to send them off. There's actually some people in this house. Let's see where the house is. Is this house? No, it's this one. Oh, they've actually put the rifles inside the house. Quite surprising. Get these. Oh, these two are quite wounded. Do we have any bigger units that we can send up towards this one? 100. If you can get in on the side here, should be able to charge through. Otherwise I can move up the cannon and just blow them to bits. But we want to finish this pretty darn soon. So the 11th foot guards. Damn, did you see that? Just come around the corner and lose 4 men. Get inside. Damn, the rifles are really accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 men. 14 men. But once we're inside, they have a hard time standing up against the bayonets. And then, oh, the officer just stabbed that one. The officer, oh, that's a flag guy. Oh, he just swiped one. Oh, one guy getting strangled through the window there. Top floor, they're all running away. Occupy the house. And start shooting at the... What are they shooting at? Oh, some Swedes have recovered. But we are ready for them. Let's make sure to get better lines going. Forwards. Did I send the general over here somewhere? We can slowly go through town. So the last remnants holding some kind of rear action here towards... I guess that is actually the town. This is just suburbs to the town. Send their militia off. Yes, they're running. Don't go into that house. I'm gonna swing this side up. Get into the flank. Not that it might be needed because these guys are the last unit. It's actually a proper regiment. It's not a militia unit. But they're broken and they're falling back, and we are victorious. Orbu has fallen to us. We're gonna go ahead and save this. And take a look at the statistics. The enemy outnumbered us 3 to 1, I believe. We had 2,000 men. The enemy had 6,000. 6,700. So they outnumber us 3 to 1. We lost 500 men. And the enemy lost more or less their entire army. Only about 1,400 men survived. And the friendly fire was surprisingly low. About 50 men from my side. And a similar number, I believe, for the enemy. So very good. And now Finland is ours. Finland is ours. Getting pretty good resupply, but I could go ahead and switch this to a supply depot. It's going to take 6 turns, so I'll probably resupply before that. But Finland is ours. Can see about destroying the Russian Navy. The thing is, I don't have to destroy the Russian Navy, because when I destroy Russia, the Russian Navy would fall with that. And since they're not fighting me, we can better use the Navy against England. And so we're gonna move the Navy back towards England. I'm gonna see about doing something against them. I don't think we're gonna go as far as to do a invasion of Sweden. Sort of total conquest of everything, because that's gonna take too long. I think at this point we're probably looking at maybe up to 60 episodes until I'm completely done with this. And that's gonna be, you know, sending off troops to take Sweden's just gonna take too much time, I think. Anyways, next time around we're gonna have this battle here, and hopefully that will I make sure one way or another that this gets finished. No pun intended. Although there wasn't finished troops, but it was finishing this battle. You get the point. Anyways, hopefully these 3 will recover, and so we can push towards Smolensk, push that one army out, this forwards, and so on. seems to be going quite nicely against Russia now, compared with the start. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!